Welcome to the build-up from RamsTV. This is the show that gives you everything you need to know before the big game kicks off. And this season for Derby County, games maybe don't get any bigger than Leeds United at Elland Road, and that is where we're heading this lunchtime. It's probably Derby's toughest test of the season. Leeds were beaten in the playoff final in May in their first season back in the Championship, and as expected, they are right in the mix for promotion back to the Premier League this season as well. They may not be top coming into this weekend and lost 1-0 at Blackburn last Saturday, but they do lead the division in a host of categories, including boasting the Championship's best goal difference. Now led by Daniel Farke, who previously won promotion twice with Norwich, it's over 4 years since Derby last faced Leeds. That day at Pride Park in 2020 saw the visitors celebrate promotion to the Premier League. Derby's last two trips to Elland Road have been a little more memorable for the Rams. Chris Martin's stoppage time equaliser in September 2019, and just a few months before that, the most dramatic comeback in Championship playoff history. Frank Lampard's side went 2-0 down on aggregate before, well, you know what happened next. While Leeds have won 3 of their last 4 and their last 6 matches at Elland Road, it's 4 without a win for the Rams coming into this one, and Derby will be without Ibu Adams today as the midfielder serves a 1-match ban. Yeah, his head coach Paul Warne certainly has a lot to think about at the moment, especially after that late defeat to Sheffield Wednesday on Sunday.
Yeah, I appreciate the pain of defeat, so it's tough to take. More so, not more so at home, but yes, it's been hard really. Not hard forever. Like, you just got to let the result go quite quick and build on what the performance is. And I, appreciate where we're at. So yeah, disappointed really. I'd give everyone a day off Monday, most of the staff as well. So just to get away from the place, then come in Tuesday and, like my words were, don't come in with a sad face. I want to see sad people. I want to see people who want to get better and try and win games. So yeah, obviously trained Tuesday and starting to build towards the next little 3 games in 6 days.
We spoke to Kane Wilson after the game as well, who said he'd never been through a defeat in that sort of manner in his career so far. Do you have to deal with these things on an individual level with the players as well, or not?
I mean, that's because we signed him from Real Madrid. He's not used to losing. I feel like I need to look back on his career now and see he's never lost. But Yeah, it does hit them hard, especially the younger ones. I think the experienced ones, you all feel disappointment. I've, as we well know, managed X amount of games, played X amount, 500 games. Defeat doesn't come any easier for you because, the lads give everything. So it does have psychological blows, it does. I think it does to everybody involved with the football club, including the fan base. Like, everyone wants to leave watching their team win. So, yeah, some of the younger ones, the senior ones, they're just hardened leather, aren't they, really? Just like, unfortunately, that's what's happened. What can we learn from it? What can we do different? And, what they said in the dressing room amongst themselves was reiterated back to me before I got in the room, and I think they're bang on the money, really. So I'm pretty happy where they're at. But you're right, there are certain pockets of the dressing room that have took it harder. But they're professional people. Like, they're not, they're moping to work on Tuesday and Thursday and Friday. They just look forward to hopefully doing enough to get in the team for the next one.
We know you've got a tough game coming up this weekend, and you're without one or two due to injury suspension. Can you just give us an overview of how the group's looking?
Yeah, we've got a few missing, unfortunately. But I think if you go to Leeds away, I know in this league everybody says the same thing. Leeds is probably the hardest place to go to. So whether you go full strength, semi-strength, it sounds like going through my milk now, skim strength, it's a difficult game no matter what. You just have to get everything right as you can. Your out of possession has to be amazing. Your way you're going to counter-attack has to be spot on. Your set pieces have to be spot on. Everything has to go right, and that's what we're prepared to do. So we work with who we have available and try and get the best out of them. So I don't never get too downbeat about this player's not available, this player's not available, this player's injured, because we've got a squad for that exact reason. So yeah, look forward to working with them today and tomorrow. We've got quite an intensive meeting today with them, and then we'll get on the grass and hopefully sow some decent seed for the game on Saturday.
What makes it the hardest place to go, do you think?
Well, for many things, I think they're the best team in the league, so that helps straight away. The atmosphere there is always electric. I think they start better than any other team. The atmosphere is electric, like I said. Everyone I speak to in football says the same thing, and they're just a really confident, good team. No, that's the simple fact. I think they've got pace throughout the team. They've got goals throughout the team. Normally when they lose, they come back with back-to-back wins straight away. So, they'll be hurting from not losing at Blackburn, as are we. And they just got unbelievable weapons. So that accompanied with a very good management team and manager. Obviously, done brilliant at another club as well. So they just have everything you need to have a promotion push. That's probably the nicest way to say it. In the same way teams might have come to us or Portsmouth last year and said the same things about us. But what I would say, in equal measure, we didn't win every home game last year. We possibly should have took the title. So I know there's always weaknesses in every team psychology. It's just that with Leeds, I think they have the least amount of them. That is my honest opinion. A really good team, and we'll have to be very good. And we go into it with everyone telling us possibly that we're the massive underdogs, and that's absolutely fine. We go and try and be the best version of ourselves, represent the club as well as we can, and try and bring something back. And that is that with every away game. But I think with Leeds, it's another level at times.
There he is, Derby boss Paul Warne. Well, the Rams' busy December is underway. Worth mentioning that it's only 22 days until Derby face Leeds again back at Pride Park Stadium. Trips to Burnley and Luton, and games at home against Portsmouth and West Brom between now and then. Yeah, a couple of those teams in the mix for automatic promotion, which means Leeds boss Daniel Farke might be hoping for a couple of favours from Derby before the month is out. He's been talking ahead of today's game at Ellen Road.
No, we've got a good relationship, and obviously there are also like the objective data that would perhaps back his words anyhow. But Paul's also experienced in us. He knows that it's Leeds United, and Leeds United is always like, it's such an emotional club, Yeah, and it's quite normal. So you can win the Premier League and you can win the Champions League. And it's like for each and every other club, there are still a few percent of people who are not happy or something like this. And if you have such a huge fan base, anyhow, even a few more, and then sometimes you hear something. But believe me, I don't feel at all criticized or under pressure or something like this. I know exactly what we're doing, and I knew when I signed the contract. What an emotional club Leeds United is, and that this club always polarizes. Also like even during Marcelo's time, I think he had an incredible time and has done wonders, miracles really for this club. It was outstanding for this club. But I heard even during this time criticizing him for his football or for his approach, anyhow. And this is what happens, and you have to, if you can't handle the heat, then don't go into the kitchen. So that's quite good. But yes, I appreciate the kind words, and thanks a lot for that.
That's the Leeds boss, Daniel Farke, who actually doesn't have a great record against Derby from his time as Norwich boss. Well, one man who will be facing Leeds for the first time in his career later is Derby defender Eiran Cashin, though he is still smarting like everyone else after that defeat to Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah, disappointed. It was a tough one to take, and the lads, frustrated a little bit, but it's gone now. I don't think you can dwell on it too much. We've, sort of watched it back, look what we can get better on, and we brush that off now and get ready for Saturday.
Yeah, it was a rough week. In terms of results, I know in the performances that there was actually a lot to be encouraged by, but what are the big lessons that you've learned, do you think, from it all?
Take our chances when we're on top. I think some of the best play we've played all season. These last few games, created a lot of chances, both from set pieces and open play. We're being real dangerous, but it's about taking it when we're on top, taking them chances, and then maybe just seeing games out when we don't quite get the goal that we're after. But yeah, other than that, a lot of positives to take.
We'll come back to the football, but as it's December, I feel obligated to ask about this time of year. How much does Eiran Cashin look forward to the Christmas period?
I enjoy it, to be fair. It's good. I love a Christmas dinner, me. Just spending time with family, and Christmas is always good because I have family from, my brother. One of my brothers lives in Bristol, and my sister lives in London, and we all come back to Mansfield. But yeah, it's nice to have all the family back together, and it's good fun.
Are they all pretty understanding of the fact that you have to miss quite big chunks of it?
Yeah. They understand that, and we try and just make the most of the time that we do get. But yeah, they knew what I knew what I was signing up for, and they did as well.
So what's it look like this year, or are plans not quite finalised yet?
No, not sorted, and I need to get the present sorted first. That's my first problem.
Well, we'll check in with you on that again in a few weeks, maybe. Back to the football. We've talked time and time again about how tough the Championship is, and when you look at your next two games, Leeds away, Burnley away, is that about as tough as it gets?
Potentially, yeah. If we don't do the right things and we aren't organised, disciplined, then it'll be very tough. But if we do the right things and we play with confidence, and we sort of stick to our structure and stick to the game plan, there's no reason why we can't get points out of it. But yeah, it's a tough month coming up. I think there's let's not kid ourselves. There's a tough games coming up, but that's when we just need to make sure we're at it. And we drive the standards and we're accountable for our jobs. And if we do that, then we have more than enough to get wins.
Do you think a bit of defiance and a bit of adversity can help the group?
Yeah, absolutely. I think so. We're a bit of the underdog. Everyone loves an underdog, and I think we're quite good as underdogs. I think if we have that mentality where we're tough to beat, and I think we might shock a few teams in the next month. So yeah, we just need to make sure we're at it.
Supporters always look to Nottingham Forest as the rivals, but after that, not far behind, and to some probably Leeds are maybe even above it. As someone with a long association with Derby, how aware are you of the rivalry?
Yeah, I know the rivalry very well, and I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, I've never played in a Derby Leeds game. I know that recently Derby's had a few good wins against them. So yeah, hopefully we can get another one.
How much would you love to go there and get something?
Oh, it'd mean the world. I've got quite a few friends that are Leeds fans, and my girlfriend's dad is also a Leeds fan, so I've been giving them some stick, so hopefully I can follow through with a win.
That's Eiran Cashin, and this has been the build-up. Remember, it's a 12:30 kick-off at Ellen Road at this lunchtime. You can watch Leeds United against Derby County on RamsTV in select overseas territories. Go to the website, dcfc.co.uk, to see the list in full and to buy your Game Pass now. We'll be back here with a reaction after the game, and we'll see you for Matchday Live from midday. Until then, goodbye.